Hey, how's everybody doing? We are officially pouring up the margs as we go live. And
before, make a mess.
Yeah, let's see how this goes. I hope everybody has a drink in their hand because we are about to start Marriage and Margaritas. My name's JD De La Fuente, and this is my lovely bartending wife.
Not very good at this.
What's your name, honey?
Shayla.
Shayla. We call her Coachella. So, this is going to get very interesting, and hopefully this will be as entertaining and as fun as it can be for everybody. And we're going to go ahead and get started, I think.
We should have practiced. We didn't even talk before.
Practice what? Dude, Shayla just got home literally with our food like 20 minutes ago. I don't even think you ate yet. I think I scarfed down like a half a taco. And Shayla had...
I'm going to drink my colors.
Yeah, that's going to be fun. Shayla had, I think, like no food.
Cheers.
But yeah, cheers to whatever this is about to be. It's going to be interesting. Let's see who's all jumping on. Misty, what's up? We see you. Hi, friend. Elisa Sosa, what's up? If you're jumping on, say what's up. What's up, Mo?
Mama!
Dude, I hope you guys are doing good out there, brother. Thanks for jumping on, Misty. If you're on, throw us a wave, throw us a thumbs up. Let us know you're there. And, I don't know. What?
I like your shirt.
Yeah.
I didn't dress up for you.
I was like, I'm going to put on the most ridiculous shirt that I could find.
Where's your hat?
Which one?
The big one.
Oh, it's too big. It'd be like literally up. Yeah, I should have got my summer hat out of my truck. What's up, Mo? Yeah, I should have done that.
Yeah.
That would have been funny. But, yeah, I was like, I'm going to put on the most ridiculous shirt with the most ridiculous stash. And we're just going to rock and roll with it. So, those of you that are tuning in right now, we are having margaritas and marriage talk.
Got a brain freeze.
So, you look like Magnum. That's me. So, whew. What's up, Caitlin? Hey, friend. Dude, if you're jumping on, let us know where you're at and say hey. And,
Madalena. Present.
She said present. Okay, dude, okay. So, I don't know why, but quarantine must have us, like, going super crazy and doing some just totally...
You can't hear?
Out of the ordinary things. Uh-oh. She says can't hear.
Is it over the thing? Can
Let's
you hear me
check.
now?
Still there.
Can
Yeah.
anybody else hear us?
I never thought about that. That would be a good way to start a live. Can you guys hear everything?
Can you hear me now?
Never mind. Now I can hear. I think Madeleine's the one that has the margaritas, not us. That's okay. We're still figuring it out. Never mind, I can hear you. I hear fine. All good. Okay, good. So, yeah, quarantine's got us feeling some type of way, and I'm sure it's doing the same for others and couples and relationships and marriage and whatever else you got going. Side chicks, side dudes, boyfriends, girlfriends, whatever. So,
Things.
I think what we want to do is just try to relate to some couples out there. And I think for the longest time, something that has kind of not bothered me, but something that I feel when people see our relationship is that they always say, oh my gosh, it's so perfect. And oh my gosh, it's such a fairy tale story. And man, you guys just have this perfect life. And I just like, it makes me cringe. I'm thankful that it looks that way, but the reality is it's not that way.
We're happy.
Well, yeah. Whoa, your boy about to get in trouble. No. I'm not saying that it's not that we're happy, because we are.
It's not easy.
Yeah,
it's work.
It's work. And
a lot of it.
A lot of it.
A lot of grace.
And tell them why it's not a fairy tale and what it takes to build a relationship and maintain that relationship.
Well,
that's
background. people, I don't know if everybody knows this on here, but we've basically grown up together, like from teenager, elementary school, middle school, dated in high school, and now we're in our early 30s. So it's taken multiple steps of growth and maturity, and we grew up. We had to learn to grow up together. And this guy, whew.
He's a hard man to love. Let's be real. What's up, Chris? Thanks for jumping on, buddy. Go ahead and drop any questions that you have, because we are going to be answering these as they come across.
Well, there was some earlier.
Yeah, go back and scroll through those. But yeah, getting back to her point on what the whole.
I mean, you have to be intentional. Like, we go on dates. Like, thankfully, we have help. Like our moms.
Oh, huge shout out to all them.
And your dad. Like, we
Grandparents
intentionally
are amazing.
Date each other at least once a month. We try every other week.
I'd be trying once a week.
Yeah, JD, he would
if it was my way, we'd be like, well, we're trying to go on a date all the time.
I mean, literally, even if it's just a little hole in the wall place, it's just him and I. You know, we don't have to do fancy. What is that marriage that pastor we talked or listened to? A date is cheaper than divorce.
Yeah.
What was the words?
Yeah, that's exactly what he said. He's like, you date your spouse. He's like, because I promise you, a date is cheaper than divorce. And man, isn't that the truth? But
it's hard though when you have kids, and especially we have 2 babies back to back. It's some days I don't want to go out. I just want to stay home and rest.
Kind of like that one time whenever we did get a sitter, and we were like, we're just gonna go.
Downtown.
We're gonna go downtown and go out to a nice dinner, and then we're gonna go out and we're gonna have fun. So my mom watched the kids, and we were like, we're gonna go get.
Mind you, we had babies 16 months apart. I have friends who have closer. They get it, and I think Jude was not brand new, but he was less than a year old.
Yeah.
Not sleeping, and we literally got
we were just
a
like
hotel
pulling our hair out. Yeah, some days you want to run away. That's right, dude. Seriously.
Yeah.
And everybody goes through that, but it's like that night we freaking went to eat, and we were like, we're gonna go out, and we ended up getting a hotel. So, long story short, we went to go eat, and we were at our hotel room by like 10 o'clock and like in bed.
And it was glorious.
Asleep by 10:30.
It was glorious.
And we woke up the next day, we're like, we got the best sleep ever! It was so great!
I forgot what I was doing.
It was so funny.
Talking.
You need 2 more kids. No, definitely don't.
Thank you.
So I guess we can start with some of the questions that people had on the original post earlier. If you're just tuning in, this is Marriage and Margaritas.
Hey, and I guess at the end, people who can also put their trip tips and tricks.
Dude, yeah, so feel free to drop some tips. Ooh, is he already tipsy? He had 2 sips of margarita. Tips and tricks for long-lasting marriage and relationships. I mean, whatever it is that works for you guys. Love to hear some of that and share with everybody that's jumping on. I think that would be super cool. That's a great idea.
So Julie asked her if I had kids, and I answered on accident.
Oh, okay, Julie.
Are we gonna have more kids? JD had a vasectomy. Was it last May, 2019?
Yes.
In 2019 of May.
It's been like a year.
Almost. Is it already? Is it 2 years or 1 year?
I don't know. I'm losing track of time.
I think it's been over a year.
I don't know.
Man, I think it's been like 18 months.
Yeah. So.
But there's.
So Julie Wright Brown asked the question: are you guys gonna have any more babies? And the answer to that, Julie, is I did have a vasectomy probably a year, or was it? I guess it's been
like
a year.
18 months ago.
And I had that vasectomy, and I never ever went and got my sperm counts checked. So they send you with 2 samples that you've got to like. I mean, this is kind of cool because for all of you that have never had a vasectomy, it's not that big of a deal. And it was like an in and out procedure. Seriously.
I recommend it.
Like, dude, go do it. And I sat on the bag of frozen.
But so we did it, and then we sold our house, and we're buying a house. So we ended up like moving in with his mom for a couple months, which was wonderful. but you know, it kind of like slows down, you know, your bedroom game a little bit. Okay, so to get those counts in and try to get the send off, because they send you a thing, you mail it off, like it's not a big deal. Like they send you a little cup and you can put it in the mail, but we never did it, y'all. Hopefully he's.
I mean, right now we're kind of gambling.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, I'm like, we did what we could, and if it's God's plan for us to have another baby, it's God's plan.
Hashtag God's plan.
Is that Drake?
That's Drake. Dude, you're such a gangster rapper, Mom! Woo! She's a gangster.
No more babies.
Oh my God, I'm blushing. Oh, jeez.
If it's not our plan, maybe later down the line, we've kind of talked about adopting, like, if God brought that upon us later. Right now, I'm just now getting on my feet. Jude's 3. Jay is 4.5 today, y'all, so we're just now.
You are not just now getting on your feet. You've
I'm
been kicking some. We're gonna go PG-13, so I'm gonna go ahead and say this. Shayla's been kicking some ass. You guys, she discredits herself all the time, and she's like, you know.
Well, I just feel like Jude's finally potty. Both of them are potty trained. We're out of diapers. You know, like, we're just now.
Graham just jumped on. We can see him out the window, probably. What's up, neighbor? Window's wide open. Sorry.
So, maybe adoption later, but as of now, we think we're sterile. I'm not fixed, and I'm not on birth control.
She thinks we're sterile! That means every time that happens, there's a chance that...
If y'all saw me pregnant, y'all know, like, if you seen Jessica Simpson pregnant, I was like her. Like, I just got very swollen, held a lot of water. I had preeclampsia with Jude, probably with Jay, but I didn't get checked. Just real uncomfortable and real unrecognizable when I'm pregnant.
I thought you were beautiful.
You were a very sweet husband. He felt real bad for me. We had PTSD.
I did. I'm not gonna lie. I felt really bad for her because, like,
it's amazing what the human body can do. I will say that.
And as of the results you were showing me this morning, yeah, she's been really killing her workout game. So that's been pretty cool to watch. So we're gonna jump to the next question. Julie, the answer to that is I got the snip, I got my nuts cut, and we still haven't sent off the samples, so we don't really know if we're gonna have any more kids or if we aren't. We don't know. So right now the answer is no, we're not gonna have any more kids.
Not this month.
Not this month. Well, yeah. As of the last couple days, I think we're clear for at least till next month. So no, that's a no-go. Scott said, how do you yell in Spanish? The answer to how I yell in Spanish is the same way that my dad used to yell at me in Spanish, and that was all cuss words, because those are the only ones that I know. So, Allison, she says, what time? 6. She late. Oh, dude, I wish Ruger was on here, dude. Him and his old lady. I was like, they'd be fun to Q&A with. Oh, man, Mom. Woo! My mom always drops the, like, hard questions. So,
we should have read these before, y'all.
Yeah, we should have read these, but it's okay. It's going to be fine. So, Mom says, what do you think is the most important thing that keeps your marriage strong and solid? I know it's not always rainbows and sunshine, so tell us what is a must to stay committed. Woo!
That's a good one.
That's a dang good one. I like that one.
Kind of mentioned it before. I think dating. Always date each other.
Oh, yeah.
Like, making an effort to not, like, let go of yourself and just be, you know, like, I keep my hair in a ponytail, but I do try to get, like, dressed and get cute.
No, you're always
just
cute,
a little
dude.
bit,
you
like,
wake up and you're cute, babe. Come on.
JD's so sweet, but...
Dude.
But when you're dating somebody newly, you do try and, like, get yourself together a little bit. I mean, I haven't brushed my hair in a couple days, so I should get that together, but... most important, I think communication is huge, which was very hard for me in the beginning because I was brought up like be tough, don't cry, like, you know, like being like we didn't have a lot of hugs and a lot of affection, so it was really hard for me to like talk about my feelings. And JD's family, that's all they know is, you know, to be, so he really taught me to open up and like break that wall down and be vulnerable. Your battery's gonna go dead.
That's good. Yeah.
So like communication, big time, to talk, because you want to think that they can read our minds, but
yeah,
and really, and communication and being kind.
Yeah, the way you're communicating, maybe.
Yeah, sometimes JD still like his tone. He'll say something to me, and I'm like, what? Like,
she's like,
what?
What did you say? I'm like, no, what I meant was.
And then he changes his tone.
This.
Like, well, you
she's
didn't
like,
say it like
that's
that.
not how you said it. I'm like, well, you know what I meant. She's like, well, it's not how it came off. I'm like,
yeah,
my bad.
I'm real big on like tone and like, come at me, bro. You know, like.
Don't come at me like that.
Yeah, but if something's bothering me, like just earlier I talked about, like it's silly, but the hair that he left on the sink, I said I left it here for 3 days, which is gross. But I'm like, but I'm going to tell you now, this is your job to pick it up, not me, you know, but like I assumed he would do it, it's there, but I actually said it, and guess what? He cleaned it. You know, like that's silly, but.
Yeah, she left hair for 3 days on the sink.
This nasty mustache.
Oh, dude, come on.
Communication, dating, honesty, faithfulness, obviously.
She says, it's not always rainbows and sunshine, which I kind of like to touch on that. Because that is the reality of relationships. That's the reality of life. That
yeah, just
it's not always going to be rainbows.
The perfect one is not always going to be perfect. Like, you make it work. You find the one that you want to go through the hard times with and the struggles with. And you'll work through it as a team, you know? Like, you got to give and take. Just because you think you found the one and you come across a bump in the road, like, doesn't mean they're not the one. It's just you got to find somebody that you're willing to work with. Right.
Somebody that almost checks all the boxes, maybe.
Yeah.
And the other ones you can kind of just do like a little light scribble in because you want to move forward with that relationship. That's a good point. I like that.
And most important, having fun.
And by fun, you guys know what she means by having fun. Holla at your boy.
No, what I'm saying is like, I mean, we can literally do anything in the world together. We can go out to the pasture and have fun. We could go to a concert and have fun. We could go to the farm and have fun. You know, like, we're best friends. Like, something, we could take a drive in the car for hours and just have fun with each other. You know, like, somebody you can truly and genuinely enjoy your company with. Like, it's not forced. It's just a natural, like...
flow. Conversations flow. Oh, man. My favorite things to do are get in the car and not know where we're going. And
even with the kids, we do that.
And with the kids, we still do that.
We thought, like, once we have kids, we'll start becoming planners and we'll, like, plan out things. No.
It's like, Shayla can have the car loaded up in like 20 minutes, dude.
I'm an expert.
I'm like, one day I called her up. I was like, dude, let's go. She's like, all right, cool. What time? I was like, I'll be there in like 30 minutes. She's like, I'll be packed up, and I'll be damned. And I shit you not, she was packed up, ready to go. We were in the car, didn't know where the hell we were going.
We're Priceline.
Priceline champs, dude,
Yeah.
or like Airbnb. Hurry, get a freaking hurry up and let's find something.
And until you're in Colorado and it's a snowstorm and everything is closed, it's not a good idea.
Yes, and that happened. That happened. We were like, let's go tonight, and we just take off, and we're freaking driving to Colorado and New Mexico, and the whole time we're like, oh, we'll find something when we get closer. Well, guess what? We didn't find anything. Everything's closed. The roads are closed. Everything's locked down.
It's fine.
And
we made it. It's fine.
Dude, yeah, we ended up buying the most expensive hotel that was like a dump, and it like
so what happened?
It had bed bugs, bro. It had bed bugs. We didn't get there. We slept for 2 hours.
we
were
like
it was
like $60 or something.
It was crazy.
$200.
I was like, dude, this is bananas. But, you live and you learn, and we don't learn.
It's
so.
fine. It's fine.
Yeah, it's going to be fine. It's going to be totally fine.
We're reading off my phone.
Yeah, we're reading off the ones that people had earlier. So if you have questions for us, no matter what they are, dude, drop them. This is going to get interesting. Oh, man. Thank you, Ralph, for at Gran Torritos for our margaritas. Let's go to the next question. Oh man, Caitlin, you've got some great ones. Let's move on to some of hers here.
How do you move on from hard times?
Man,
Man, sometimes I just have to like blow some steam, and like my girlfriends are a good outlet for me to go and just talk about it. But really, now that we're older, we haven't had that much hard times.
yeah, that's true. I think hard times are. Man, that's a freaking hard question, dude. And I think hard times for us.
It takes a couple days for me to really like find the right words and the right time to like, man, you really hurt my feelings, or like.
I know when I've pissed Shayla off, or I've really done it when she just doesn't say anything at all.
Yeah.
So
I've
it might go like a day, and then like the next day wake up and she just kind of real short, and I'm just like, oh shit, like I really did it this time, and then I know that her feelings are hurt, which is the worst, obviously. And I'll be honest, I'm better now than I was then. But the last person to apologize and be like, man, I'm sorry, I screwed up. And I used to always just like...
JD's very like, feel like entitled, like I can do this if I want, or like and it's like, no, like that's not okay. Yeah. And so it took a long time for him to really be apologetic and like own his... Because there for a while, he didn't think he would do any wrong.
Like, I thought I was an angel. I mean, I still think I'm an angel. I am an angel,
you
right?
are pretty sweet, but...
No, but in all seriousness, that's true. Hard times. What's your best advice for being a team? And I don't mean just moral support. I mean side-by-side team. That's a good question, too. And I think for just being like a team, that means so much more than moral support. Being a team for us is like... helping each other with whatever we're doing in our life that day. Like whether it's helping with the kids or hey, you do this while I do that. And just whatever
literally giving the kids a bath.
Yeah.
Or making them lunch or breakfast so I can shower, or, like JD's working from home now. So for me, I'll take the kids to not now, the park, but it's closed, but just going out of our way to give whoever needs the extra space or the extra time or just a break. Sometimes JD will let me sleep in once a month or something. Especially on my cycles, but I don't really sleep in that much. But he knows like you need a break, pick up the extra slack, put off whatever we had ideally in our head we're gonna do, and do something different to help manage whatever needs to get done.
There's another one that says, what was the turning point for y'all's relationship? Like where it became easy. I know it's not always easy, but where you begin to enjoy it. Man, this is going to go way, way, way back, I think, for me.
Let me hear it.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'll just tell you. I think a breaking point for us, and I don't think I've shared this with a lot of people, but it was back when, if anybody who's on here and knows me, knows my past, I'll just say I was a wild card. Ooh, to say the least.
That's
and
nice.
Yeah, I was out there, boy. I'll tell you, I'm a pretty straight guy. Like I'll tell you like how I was and how we are today. But I think a breaking point for us was back when we were running and gunning. I was working for the railroad. Shayla was in nursing school. And she was just like, you know what? I had just been over the top. Yeah, Sid, I remember. Yeah. So people that know us real close know our background. They know like how.
JD liked to drink, and he liked to drink a lot.
Yeah, very much. And that was the biggest.
And another thing was we were so young. All his friends were in college and like frat boys, and JD had a career. He bought a house. He's doing his thing. He didn't go to college. I'm in school full time, working full time. he's working, he's got a lot on his plate, but his friends, they're either living at home with their parents or living in a dorm, and he wanted to live their lifestyle, like he wanted to do what they were doing, and it just, the balance, it was way off, like,
yeah,
it took a come to Jesus.
Yeah, and it did, and I needed that in my life. I'll never forget those times that it was like, all right, here's the deal. It was either make or break. Like, it's like my dad would say, either you shit or you get off the pot. And I guess that was my turning point, which was...
We were young. How old were we?
It was before we got married. It was about 2 years before we got married, because we were kind of like,
21, 22?
Probably so. Yeah, 22. And... yeah, that was a hard time in my life. I know.
It was like 2 weeks of no communication. Like, we didn't break up, but it was just like, figure your life out. Like, either we're gonna do this or we're not, basically.
Yeah, that was definitely the breaking point. And let's see what else she said there. Like, where it became easy. It's never easy. I don't think. I mean,
age has been beautiful. I will say that.
This is true.
Age has been wonderful. I like getting old. Sydney said we were 21.
21, dude. See, Sid remember. She was there, dude. All of our close friends, dude. I love them, and I still love them to this very day, man, because they freaking have had our backs. Both of our backs. Mm-hmm. We grew up with most of the people that are on here. Sid, Madeline. I mean, I don't know who else is on. If you were, like, around us back in those times, you know the kind of the hell I was running. Mm-hmm. And the kind of things that were going on in our lives, it was a circus show, for sure. But something that I love about our friends is that they've always been there. They've always had our backs. And I freaking, dude, I love them. I love them to death. All the kids that we've grown up with since we were little bitty. Mm-hmm. All Shayla's girlfriends, I mean, they're like sisters to me. And we've all grown up together.
We could have, like, a girls' night, and JD's there, and it's fine.
Oh my god. Okay,
so one of the girls, basically. So
tell them, I know Madeleine's on here. Tell them about the first sleepover that we ever had.
Oh my gosh. How old were we, Madeline? Like 10?
Madeline! Oh my god.
How old were we? Like 9 or 10?
I don't know. Hopefully
You're talking about Castle?
Yes, yeah. Like our first sleepover.
So we were like, I don't know. How old were we, Madeline? Like 9, 10? And literally, because I have... So Bo, my younger brother, and JD, like that was kind of like...
She says 10. We
could come over and spend the night because I had a brother, so JD, Bo still hung with us. And Madeline would be over hanging out with me. Mom would make us a big pallet in the floor, and we'd all sleep together. We had a sleepover that night. So we used to spend the night way back in the day.
So 5th grade.
Dang.
Yeah. We still have pictures from that sleepover that night. I was, like, literally laid up. I mean, like, nothing was going on, dude. I can promise you that. I mean, I was still... I didn't even have a hair on my balls. Let's just say that.
I'm going to drink to that.
Yeah, cheers to that. No hair on the balls at that point in our life. Okay, cool. That's out of the way. There's our rated R
I didn't know that.
Language for...
I hadn't seen them yet.
Cody Riley says, 2 questions. 1, we've seen how energetic JD is. Does Shayla ever reach that level of crazy?
Not really. I think that's the beauty of, like, our opposite. Like, I'm very old. I'm an old soul. Very quiet, like, conservative, reserved. This guy's, like...
Woo! Let's go, baby! Ow!
So he makes me not be so lame, and I help, like, bring him back down to earth. Like, you need to chill out, bro. Like,
it's a very good balance for us, because I think if you were like me, it would be like...
So my sister is very headstrong and very, like, set in her way. So her and JD, they bicker all the time.
Oh, it's on, dude. It's on. It's on.
So
love Megan to death.
Oh yeah,
Megan and Bo, freaking love them to death.
They love you, but it's like it wouldn't work if I was anything close to JD.
Oh yeah.
We're scrolling through all these comments. I haven't been keeping up.
He says, "How did JD land a woman like her?"
Elementary school.
2nd grade, bro. Let me just tell you. I'll tell you how it went down. So I saw Shayla in first grade. And I was like,
Whatever.
boy, you don't even play. I was in Miss Bucketoss's class, and you were across the hall. I seen her rolling through. I was like, Miss Krill. I was like, man, what's that? What's up with that thing? Fast forward another year. We were in second grade. Boom! Your boy got her in the class.
I was on the hot girl list, y'all.
Okay, so you know how like you have these little booklets when you like, you know, your end of the year thing? So we're signing them all and everybody's putting their numbers and this and that, like, I'll see you next year, blah, blah, blah. No? So I put Shayla, I had a list on the back and it said, the very back, and it said hot girls list. And I'll never forget that.
Riley was on it too, wasn't she?
Yeah, Casey Riley, Megan Tomlinson, and you. I think, was that it? So, yeah. So she was on the hot girls list that year. And that's, hey,
Lisa,
that's.
your mom was room mom.
Yeah.
And then my mom got to know Lisa. So mom and Lisa, they were really good friends. So then when they'd hang out, we would be together. And here we are.
Yeah, and there's so much more to that story.
Yeah.
I swear to you, one day we're gonna freaking write a book and like share all, like write a book. This is a dream of mine, to write a book about how we started and all the shit that we went through in our lives up until like this very day.
What is that song? A lot. But how many people you shot?
A lot. How many was that? A lot. Yeah.
How much you been through? A lot.
That's facts, dude. And I swear I want to share that because the whole reason behind that is just because that way people can relate to what our life has been.
Yo, this is the guy I've ever only been with. Just one. He's my one and only. What is that song? My first, my last.
My everything.
Yeah. I'm glad you can sing, but I can't.
Oh, dude.
Alright.
Oh, you missed them.
What was it?
Oh, no. That was Rick Gay. He
Rick.
said, hey, what's up, Rick? Much love, brother.
We got a fruit
What's
fly
up,
here,
Andres? Perez is on. John Tay, I don't know if he's still on. He said, you still crazy, bro. Yeah, you right.
JD's been crazy forever.
Heather says, if I could bottle up just an ounce of JD's energy, my life would be together.
Dude.
Nah, dude. Hey. Dude, the energy is real. Ruger, dude, if you're still on here, we were just talking about you. Because you were on the comments earlier. I was like, dude, you guys would be so much fun to Q&A with.
Fun.
Oh, man, dude. The mustache, yeah, baby. Julie, if you jumped on late, we answered your question earlier.
Again.
My
daughter on the hot list.
Oh, dude, so our really good friends, Crystal, her dad's on and says, and then daughter is right underneath it in the comments.
I'm sure she was on in high school.
Oh, jeez.
Middle school.
And it says, so my daughter was on the hot list, question mark. Rick. And then Crystal immediately
You're on my
replies,
hot list. Hey, she's on my hot list still today.
hey, you feel me? Dude, so her and Ken are two of our favorite friends in Houston.
Oh, Kenny.
I hope he's on.
Sid, what's the most petty thing we fought about in quarantine?
Oh, that's a good one.
The mustache. So bad.
Dude, that is definitely the most argued about thing every day, and I hope it's in good fun because
So bad.
I'm having a good time with it, and the kids love it because they think that their daddy is monster truck grave
It's
digger
so bad
driver.
because when he's like trying to make a move on me, and I'm like, you look like a creeper with a van. Like, it's hard to
That's why I That's why I wore my Hawaiian shirt, dude.
What other
Whatever.
things have we fought about? Anything else?
Crystal said I totally asked a question.
Crystal, what's your question?
Dude, type it again. Questions. Oh, dude, that's good. Yeah, Mom says, watching y'all on the swing in the backyard at 10. And Mickey said, if they get married, that would be good breeding. Yeah.
Yeah, he said be good breeding stock.
Yeah, be good
like
breeding
we're animals
stock.
or something.
He's like, man, they'd be good. And I can hear him to this day, man. You guys, hey, man, y'all be good breeding stock.
Oh, my God.
And we did, and that happened. Question. Y'all have accomplished so much, and I'm so proud to call y'all my friends. What's next?
Dang, we were just talking about that, Crystal.
Woo!
Like, literally having that conversation. Was it today or yesterday?
I think it was yesterday.
Man.
Yeah, there's some things we've got some ideas of some things that we're gonna do here.
A lot of risk taking, a lot of stepping out of our comfort zones.
Yeah, I think they're still a little uncertain, so it'd be hard to say like this is where we're going. But we have a vision board.
We did say like, okay, so Jenny and I have been together since we were 15, officially 15.
Yeah.
We waited till we almost got married at 19. We didn't. I'm glad I didn't, because I probably would have divorced you at 21. That breaking point we talked about.
Yeah, it would have been about a 2-year fling, and
so we got married at 25. We've been together 10 years. I wanted to have my nursing degree. I'm like, I want to be able to support myself before I get married. Mom always taught me like, be able to do you. Don't depend on anyone. In case something happens, you're stuck. So JD appreciated that.
I did, yeah.
He respected that. So I literally graduated in May, got my license in June, and we got married in August. Uh-oh, the kids are screaming.
You can finish that story. I'm gonna go check on these little nuggets.
So we thought, okay, we're gonna wait to get married. So we were together 10 years, and like, okay, we waited to have kids. We were 28, 29 when we had... So we had this plan in our head, like we're gonna have our life together, have a solid foundation, have our finances, have my career. And then we had JJ. I went part-time to work. And then JD's still working for the railroad. And then I had Jude 16 months later, started staying home when he turned 1, because it was just, life just planned out that way. And we had our rental properties and stuff going since 2012. We had a long-term goal, like a 5-year plan type deal. And life just happened a lot quicker than we anticipated. And here we are, like new careers, life changing. You know, I told JD we thought we had like our life planned out. Like we're going to do this. We're going to be responsible, have our life plans together.
Yep.
And God had different plans for us. And
That's
life's
right.
so good. Like,
man,
so good.
We followed a lot of our passions the last couple of years and a lot of our dreams. And I truly believe that to truly be happy, you got to be doing what you love, or at least be trying to do what you love.
And with JD changing careers, it was like a real scary, like,
hell yeah,
scary thing. But I was all about it. I'm like, man, if I was that unhappy or wanted to change that bad, I would hope he would support me.
Oh, for sure.
The same. And so I'm like, dude, do it. Like, let's do it, you know? And it's kind of pump the brakes. And so that's another thing with teamwork, you know, like, I'll make a sacrifice. I told him, like, one day, I'm like, I grew up poor. I can, you know, we can make it happen. Like, if things don't work out, we'll make ends meet. Like, don't worry about.
That's right.
Money's just money.
Money's just money, and it comes and it goes, dude. That's what I say. I'm like, shoot, there's more.
Man, we downsized our little country house. I love our little house.
Yeah.
Life's easy and simple, and
hell yeah.
We're just enjoying our time and the kids, and it's been good.
Yep.
And we got big plans. We got big plans. Oh, Lisa's texting. Let's see.
Oh boy. Sorry, there's a lot going on here. But yeah, I wanted to kind of touch on what you had said there, Shayla, because I did like a Facebook Live right after you talked about that. You're like, you know, everybody thinks they have it figured out. And you know, we've got these visions and these ideas on like where we're headed. But dude, look what's going on around us right now. It's like, boom. God's like, oh, nope. And then, you know, you've got to learn to adjust and adapt to your situation.
We work together, teamwork again.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, how can we put our minds together, how can we continue to grow and get through this the best way possible and make the best of it, you know? Because right now is a tough time for a lot of folks.
Yeah.
And it's like, I mean, I feel so happy inside because I feel like we're in a spot in our life where we've made the choices to make ourselves happy. So, but anyway, yeah, just touching on that one.
All right, Lisa's screenshotting. See, we missed some questions.
Oh, jeez. Uh-oh.
Heather Castro said, are y'all homebodies or have regular date nights? I'm a total homebody.
Homebody, Heather, to the max.
And this one, he likes to have his butt in the air. Like
I'm like, let's go get drinks.
He wants to mingle with anyone and everyone. He's the social butterfly. Always making the plans. Always mingling with everyone.
Yes, that is fact.
So Heather, sometimes we fight about date night because I just want to stay home and cook in the backyard on the patio. Like let the kids go to grandma and grandpa. And he'll drag me out to town.
Oh, to town.
I'm a real hillbilly.
Yeah, we sound country boy.
But we always have fun when we do go out. So I'm always glad and like man, I'm really glad because he'll like literally peel me out of the couch.
Off your
get dressed, like let's go.
I gotta go get my phone charger. Tell them about the time that I was trying to get you to get you out the door, and you said that I took so long to get ready that you like didn't even want to go anymore.
I don't know which time.
Well, yeah.
Which time?
Which time? Yeah, you're right.
Julie, what's on our vision board? Oh man, it's over there. I'll have to go grab it. Sydney, what's y'all's favorite quality about each other? I'll say that while he's not in here. JD's humor, making us laugh all the time. Like, you see crazy JD on the video, he's just like that off camera, which is exhausting some days. Some days it's very exhausting. But most of the time, it's a great mood booster. It's wonderful to see his positive energy and like flow through the kids, like Jay and Jude, feeding off of his energy. I feed off of it. So that's probably my favorite quality for sure. Is like his positivity. His funny. Like we're cracking up. Humor, laughing, like
it's good for the soul.
It is good. I believe I'm a nurse, and I believe that's one of the best medicines you can.
We laugh about everything, all the time. But
I answered what my favorite quality was about you.
Oh man, I wonder what it was. I'll go watch this video. Yeah, I would say one of my favorite qualities about you is that how even as motivated and as energetic as I am, I still have days where, and I say this because I felt like I kind of just had one last week, where I was kind of like, the day before I was like, woo, let's go, and then sometimes there's situations in your mind
You're human.
is trying to take control of in a negative way, and that's not me. Like in my mind, what's coming out of my mouth, I'm saying, that's not me. And I was laying in bed. I had actually slept in a little bit,
which is fine. Like I don't care. Like sleep in. You let me sleep in occasionally. You sleep in. We all need a break. But you can just tell, like
it was a little bit different that day.
It was, like he was just not himself.
Yeah, and she comes in and she's giving me a little bit of a hard time. She's like, come on.
We're almost like sister and brother almost.
Oh, picking on each other, all the time.
I'm not touching you, like.
So she's like, what are you doing? I'm like, blah, blah. She's like, come on, Mr. Motivation. Where's your energy at? She's all talking.
I'm gonna turn Facebook on. Let's
she's like, I'm about to Facebook Live you. I'm like, dude, get out of here. But what she did next is what sets one of the best qualities that Shayla has, and that is picking up the pieces when some have fell. And for me, that day, she grabs my phone, and she turns on my all-time favorite motivational video clip. It's about 6 minutes long. I probably listened to it 300-400 times over the last 2 years, and I live by it. She turns it on. She's like, let's go. I
turned his phone on, put it on speaker, and close the door.
And I was like, damn, she good.
So JD, y'all don't know, at home, or he'll take a shower. He has YouTube motivation, constantly, all the time.
Yeah.
He's got his phone on speaker, and it's just constant, motivation. So he's always getting his mind, telling himself, and that fuels a lot. It does.
It inspires me.
So I turned it on.
In so many ways.
I'm like, that's another thing God works. When I have a bad day or I'm kind of dragging, JD's always having a good, so he'll
It's
pick
just-
me up.
it's
You know, we
balance.
kind of balance. So that day I was like up and at him, like, hey, what's up? And JD was, you know, struggling. So, you know, like God works, I think, in good ways. Like our vibes and our energy, the universe can kind of like pull us all back together. And
Mommy.
Right.
yes, sir.
I'm gonna.
Go have
Mommy,
fun.
some of my chicks pooped on my blanket.
One of his chicks pooped on
You
his
can't
blanket.
make this shit up, dude.
Alright, go. Out. We're having a
Oh my god.
You want a popsicle?
Okay, so we got these little chickens. I'm sure if you've seen them, let me just tell you, we've got these two little chicks, and Jay just came in. Apparently, the chicks got out of their cage, and it sounds like one of the chicks or two of the chicks have pooped on a blanket. So I don't know what's going on in there. Luckily, the dog is locked into the bedroom. Otherwise, those two chicks would be dead right now. And I'm pretty sure I still hear them tweeting, so that's a good sign. Should be good. Hopefully we're good. I don't know. But alright, well, let's get on to another question. Francis says, what's in that drink? So these are 32-ounce margaritas from Gran Torino here in Azle. They're $3 on Thursdays, so we get like super excited on Thursdays. This has been our new Thursday thing, is to get takeout margaritas, and it's so good. All right. Crystal said Ken is still on his way home from work. Tiger King. Oh my gosh, dude, what? What is on your vision board? Did Shayla already talk about that? Oh, man, I'm way behind on these comments. Jonathan, joy and happiness takes hard work. That's right, Jonathan. If you're still on, dude, you are hitting it right on the money there. It takes commitment and hard work. Hard work. Man, a lot of hard work for sure. Love y'all getting off here. Things to do. Thanks for jumping on, Rick. We love you, brother.
I'm gonna give them my phone.
All right.
I'm
James got us, dude.
Sorry, guys.
Look what
Mommy,
He
when
says,
Daddy put Monster Jam on the TV.
your face. I'm like, dude.
Mom, what
James
about
got us.
Monster
You are
Jam
freaking
on the
hilarious,
TV?
dude.
Mom, what about you
He says, tell JD that. All right, guys, we're still catching up on the Q&As. Just jumping on. Miss you guys. Haley, Owens. Oh, we miss you guys too. Dude, this is quarantine right now. So we're like, what's going on in our lives? Like, what are we going to do tomorrow? And I think this right here is a great sign of quarantine has got us doing some crazy stuff. Brett, thanks for jumping on, dude. Haley, I want to be like Shayla when I grow up. Dude, I tell her that all the time, dude. So for those of you that follow her on her fitness stuff, or she doesn't really even do a whole lot of it, but her videos, man, she has been killing it the last couple of weeks. All this month, she's been on that Peloton bike, and she's just straight up killing it, dude. I think she's doing this challenge with someone else, and they have to like ride every single day at least once. So, and she's been even doing 2-a-days, and she showed me her before and afters today, and I was like, damn, girl. Whoo! She's doing good. She probably won't share them because she doesn't like people to see her like that, which I think she should share because people would probably appreciate that. You are constantly looking for each other's best qualities, and it shows sometimes. Oh, Aunt Gary left. You're still on. We love you. Okay.
Okay, hang on.
Oh, man, this is a good one. She says, Angel says, how do y'all choose who is on bath duty for the kids every night?
It's usually me.
That's true. She's right. It usually...
But because JD, with his new stuff, he usually is busy in the evenings, like when people are getting off work and stuff, so he is on his phone a lot. But he knows when I need a break, you get that look like...
She's like...
You know, like the...
She's like...
And he will do it. He just did it the other night, and it was glorious.
She's like, are you really going to give the kids a bath? And I was like, dude, it's done.
I came home. I had to run an errand,
Yeah.
and I came home and everybody's bathed and in their PJs,
I was
and I was like,
your boy got you, baby.
so
Yeah,
it's usually
I'm not too good for giving my kids a bath. I enjoy
usually,
bath
you know
time.
what JD does? He gets them back with them.
I'm like, oh, I'm going to take a bath. They're like, oh, we want to come.
And
Either that or
this house we live in is like an older house. It's been updated.
Oh, that
but
bathroom's
it's
tiny.
It's a small bathtub. It's not even like a big one where they fit, but he still gets
Oh,
in.
dude, I don't even care.
It's fine. We make the best of this age. The kids love it.
Man, yeah, and we love it. A lot of
Yeah.
times I go in there. Here, let me trash that.
Oh, there's two.
A lot of times I'll just bring my guitar. So this is my office,
Yeah.
and my guitar is like hands on all the
JD
time.
will serenade us in the bathroom.
I'll just go in there and I'm like, oh, it's my turn for bath. Okay, go in there and just like start jamming out. Pretty much just do sing-alongs with myself. So that's fun.
Oh, let me turn this on. Hang on.
Oh boy. John Tay says, how is life after the railroad? Oh man, I get that question just about every single day, seems like, from somebody, but I can appreciate it, man. And dude, I feel like I'm living a dream, brother. I mean, I know it sounds crazy, but
It's good.
things have been so great the last couple months, and it's been a blessing, man, because I truly feel like I've been pressed so hard to make the move away from the railroad, but I just never I never had I'll say it like this, and this doesn't offend anybody, I just never had the balls to pull the trigger and go do what I really, really wanted to do in life. So, and you know, I know a lot of people can relate to that, because, you know, a lot of times we feel secure with whatever we're doing in our lives, and we think that maybe there's not another way besides the way that we know. So for me, man, I mean, you know, I never will ever knock my past, because everything that we have ever done,
Gave us a good.
and everything we do and every experience we have in our life is just something for the future to build on, and those are just learning experiences. So that was definitely that, man. The railroad, dude, blessed us so much throughout.
It
our,
did.
we wouldn't be here right now doing this had I never had that career.
Yeah.
So I'm forever grateful, and I'm
One thing I do miss is the insurance.
yeah, bro.
I'll be honest.
If you're looking for a cute little white girl with two little half kids, right here,
Hey, health insurance. Who could hook us up?
yeah, who got the hookup on the health insurance? Say yeah.
That's the only downfall.
Yeah,
from that.
that's definitely a downfall, because the insurance there and benefits were great.
Yeah, wonderful.
But one thing you can't put a price tag on is your happiness.
Yeah.
That's the only
I
thing.
will do it all over again.
Is you can't put a price tag on your happiness, and whatever it is that makes you
And
happy.
time. Man, time is
yeah.
priceless.
All right, what else you got? Read my last one on my post.
Read my last comment on my first post. Is that the number one? You don't have to answer those with the format. I really want to hear the good, the bad, the ugly. What are y'all proud of? Accomplishments in your relationships. You talk, you know. Uh-oh. It's out of it, sorry. Sorry, I'm reading my phone, y'all.
Yeah, so these are from earlier. So if you had questions still, drop them here. And we're going to go through them.
That one.
Don't have to answer this, but I really want to hear the good, the bad, the ugly. What y'all are proud of, accomplished in your relationships. You know, we talked. Man, I love Caitlin. Man, she read our minds, because we were planning on doing this today for fun, which we don't even know why.
Yeah, God worked his way.
He did, through her to us, because she texted me, you guys should do like a marriage
JD told me
something.
this morning.
Yeah, like early.
He's told me that several times.
And
But I don't like to put mine.
she don't like to air her business, is
I'm
what.
just,
She's that way. I'm like, dude, you know,
like, nobody cares about what we do. Or
it's about, for me, it's about being relatable to people and letting people know, man, that it's not just like sunshine and rainbows all the time, you know? Like, people go through stuff. They go through struggles in their lives, and it's not always just, oh, this is great, you're living a fairy tale. So that's my big thing, is to communicate that and try to, you know,
it's a long way to get here.
Let people see some of the craziest times that were horrible in your life and what they could be now, you know? And not to say that things are just perfect now, but things are good, and they have been for a long time. But I think it's all choices that we've made over the years on things that we've went through. And
when we were younger, I did think one time, like, surely this is not what God had planned for me. Like, dealing with this partying and, like, me being working or at school, and he's just living it up, his life, having so much fun and partying all the time. And so it wasn't always great, like, but we grew up. That was a phase, thank goodness.
So something you're proud of, accomplishments in your relationships. I think for me, and this is hard for a lot of people to understand.
We have a fruit flying here, y'all.
Don't worry about it. You'll be swinging at that thing and probably knock your drink over. What Kayla and I talked about earlier was, is about, for a lot of people, they think, oh, the man has to carry the weight load, or for some reason that's the way that people believe, from back in the day. Maybe that's how it was. But for us, it was like, Shayla, she touched on it earlier. She's like, her mom taught her, dude, you're a grown-ass woman. You take care of yourself. You're
strong, independent,
and don't ever depend on anybody. And I love that characteristic. I applaud her mom on that too, for raising, two women like that is amazing, because they'll never have to, and not that Shayla's ever like, I don't need no man.
Mom always pushed education. Like, nobody can take your education away from you. Like, like, she went through her struggles and didn't want us to struggle like that, so.
Right. And it was like, I felt like Shayla had done so much with her career that whenever it was time for me to kind of step away from what I was doing and kind of like take a break almost,
we'll just
transition, I shouldn't say a break, transition to something new, I knew that she had my back, and she communicated that to me a ton. And that,
all of our hard work we put in like 10 years ago was like, dude, let's go.
It was paying off now.
We always say, instead of let's go, we always say, let's grow.
Let's
like,
grow.
Let's grow.
Let's go, let's grow, baby. So I don't know if that answers that, Caitlin. That was one of your other questions, man. And I want to do this again and get some other questions from folks, just talk and just like see what people are, what is it, the things that people argue about, or maybe could.
We have so many friends and family that have been together longer than we have and been through things more than we have been.
Right.
We're always wanting to learn. Like, even when I talk to my friends that are divorced, I'm like, what happened? What went wrong? Like, so we, like, if we could start noticing all the red flags, like, okay, like, where do we need to recognize that something's going wrong?
I want to say hi, Dad.
Say hi.
All right, say hi, buddy.
Hi.
There's Jaybird.
Look, that one's
All right, come on. Let's go back in here.
There's Juju.
Come on, go.
Oh, boy.
Here you go. Here go.
Hi.
Come on, JJ. We're
I'm
almost
gonna-
done. Hey, we're almost done with our meeting.
I'm gonna talk about what you were just talking about there, Shayla, because that's so true about the people that have surrounded, that we've been surrounded by couples, and so we've kind of learned from other people on what the do's and the don'ts, and we're so fortunate, so blessed to be surrounded by such great influential couples, like, and that's great.
Yeah.
There's too many to list, but we were talking about, a couple of the names we were throwing around. We've got some really good friends that have, that had kids at a very young age, like in high school and right out of high school. And to see some of the things that they're doing this day.
And super successful
and
now.
Super
and together
successful,
still.
yeah, to have happy marriages. Got one. They're not all perfect, and I don't know deep into their personal lives, but I know that they, they're happy and they're successful, and they didn't let what they did in their younger years affect their success today. And that right there that's
Yeah.
I love that. It's inspiring for sure. Crystal said, "What is the biggest thing you've learned, good or bad, from other couples that you've implemented or cut out of your marriage?"
Man.
I I think it's, man, I don't know. This is just for me. I think it's toxic people. I don't know if that makes any sense or not, but I don't know if I want to touch on that one. I don't know. I think that, I mean, what is something we've cut out of our marriage?
Implemented way more godly. Like, we pray together. We're way more faithful than we used to be.
Oh, man. Amen.
Our faith has definitely grown stronger, which I think has helped tremendously in the marriage and with the kids. It's so cool to see that. We've implemented, what else have we implemented? I've learned, like, when we were younger, when you're young and immature, you're so petty, you just want to be negative. Like, it's a real natural response for me to be negative. Like, why do you want to do that? Just so this can happen, you know? Like, so I've learned to, like, change my mind, like, my thought process, or to, like, you know, sort through my initial thoughts and pick better ones before I speak, you know? Like, it takes a lot for me to not just want to be negative or be like a narcissist. That initially, I like to be positive, you know? Like, when I was younger, I let that negative side take a way more lead. I feel like now that I'm older, I'm pretty easygoing and way more positive.
Yeah.
Life experiences will make you be grateful for a lot. Like, we wake up and literally say, thank you, Jesus, for waking us up.
That's right. That's what the kids say. That's what we say. The first thing out of Jay and Jude's mouth.
So we've implemented a lot of, like, counter blessings, be grateful.
Just be grateful and practicing gratitude first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
Dude, if you're not doing that, it'll change your life.
Yeah.
It'll change your mindset. It'll change your day. It'll change your attitude. It'll change your actions.
Seriously.
And we're
getting old.
huge
Getting old is
firm
not
believers in gratitude and
much.
Being grateful and thankfulness.
Me being like in pediatric oncology for so many years really changed my life. Like, to be grateful for every day, every birthday, every holiday. Like, thinking, okay, I got a flat tire, my battery's out of my car. If that's the worst part of my day, life is good. You know, like, JD left his hair on the sink for 3 days. If that's the worst part or worst quality, life is good. JD takes the toilet paper off the toilet paper roll. That drives me crazy, but if that's the worst part, life is good.
It's just such a pain in the butt to have to, like, roll it off there. I'm like, man, I just pull it off and then, like, get it done, dude. And then I just...
Who else's husband takes the toilet paper off the toilet paper?
Yeah, raise your hand. Does your husband take the toilet paper off?
I've learned to not let those things eke at my, like, psyche, or, like, just sit there and just nag, because you never promise tomorrow.
No, we're on it, buddy.
Life is so good. Life is good as you make it, but life is so good. We are so blessed. And, like, I don't let the little things... I told JD my give a damn broke kind of a little bit, you know? But really, it's more gratitude and just grateful and, like, really putting things in perspective. Like, what if you only had so long to live? Is that really a big deal? Like, you know? So I don't let things... Probably why my house is a little messy, because I'll choose to play with my kids, go outside, take a bike ride, versus doing the laundry or doing the dishes, which I probably should make a more priority. But at the same time, I'm like, you never know, like, if tomorrow's gonna be here.
That's right.
So let's go hit some jumps on Jay's bike with him, if that's what he wants to do, you know? Like,
he wants to go right now.
You know, so I think I've implemented a lot of, like, I'm grateful for my career my work that I've done, because it really has changed.
Oh, heck yeah.
My life, my perspective, you know, like, what's really a big deal, what's really not, if you were basically given time on your life, what would really change?
What would matter the most?
What would matter the most, you know? Like,
that's so true. And I'm thankful that she worked there, because it helped me see that side of things. I'll never forget, like, walking outside, she'd just get home from work when she was working on the oncology floor with cancer patients, and just, like, her just, like, sitting in her car, or, like, getting out and just, like, you know, like, one of those, and you're just, you know, and I'm like, man, what's going on, you know? And she's like, you know, it's just a bad day. But she was trying to leave those emotions in her car, you know, at work. But the reality is, you don't. leave those things. They come with you, and you and for her, she would weigh them on her shoulders, and you have those feelings. And so it was that kind of helped me realize the most important things in life were
time.
It's like, let's make the best of our situations, whatever it is that we're thrown. So
Things that used to make a big deal weren't a big deal.
not a big deal. Ruger says, why do you think we are so... Caleb says, with the new career changes, how do you separate work and home time? I'm always working on my phone and Mo hates it. Man, that's...
Yeah, we're still like...
We're still trying to learn that, dude. Caitlin, that's tough, dude, because, like, here's the thing, though.
What is that thing that you've seen about when you walk through the...
Oh, okay. Yeah, about, like, when you...
Clocking in and clocking out.
Like, kind of learning how to clock in, clock out, which is hard for my business, because I try to provide the best customer service I can for my clients. And sometimes that might be writing up a contract on a property at 11 o'clock at night, and Shayla's already went to bed with the kids. So it's tough, but something that a guy told me one day, and I tried to, and I lived by it, is that the moment that you hit the door to walk in the house, now you've stepped into, for me, fatherhood, and you've left your job wherever it is. So working from home, it was a transition. So whenever I was doing all the other things I was doing, because I've been doing like rental stuff and then rehabs, and I was doing all that stuff for the last 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
And I had to just learn how to leave that at the door and transition into the real important footsteps, which was fatherhood.
Sometimes it texts me like, JD, like, what are you doing? Like, are you really working? Or like...
Are you really working?
But the boys, like right now, we're in a meeting right now. So, but you see, they still come in and out. So it takes a lot of me too in the background. Like, let's go do this, let's go do that. You know,
Shayla's
like a lot of mediation.
Shayla's she's the full blown backbone, because Jay runs in here and I freaking love it, man. I love
JD
it.
does make the
I'm
best
so
of it. He'll give him a
thankful.
pen and a paper, and Jay can sit here and scribble. You know, like
This is
working.
my office chair right here, and Jay comes in that door at least 10 times a day. Get it, bro! He's out there doing dirt jumps now. And this is his dirt jump set right here. Oh, you just heard the skirt on his bike. Tearing it up. Good job, buddy. You're killing it.
I'm getting antsy. We have to go soon.
Yeah, we're gonna have to jump off here. We gotta go take care of these bambinos. We'll probably go for a little bike ride at sunset. But yeah, that's tough, Caitlin, because
We're still learning.
we're still learning that balance. It's like Shayla's not clocking in or clocking out today.
Yeah, JD said the other day, he said, come and step into my office, let's talk. And I'm in the kitchen and like the dining room, and I'm cleaning up sticky tables and dirty dishes. I'm like, how about you come step into my office and let's talk while I work, you know? So we're learning.
Yeah, we're still learning that for sure. Misty says, JD need JW to do a Zoom guitar.
Yeah.
Mommy,
Man.
our neighbors have a reader.
Oh, dude. Let's go see if they can mow our lawn. When are we going to make some music, Corey says. Oh, that's a great question, because...
That's a good one, Corey.
Dude, anytime he hears the word music, he's all about it.
We can buy motorcycle over there.
Oh, man. I love you, John Tay, dude. If you're still on, much love, brother. Any other questions? I don't know. The strong woman, bless our mamas. That's right, Holly. You ain't never lied. I don't know if there's any more, and I think so. What's up, Ray? If you're still on, much love, brother. Carrie, I see you. Man, I gotta get. Yeah, I need to get to work. I got some missed messages coming on. But dude, I hope you guys had this entertained you a little bit. What's up, buddy?
All the kids
What's up? Yeah.
demanding our attention.
Yeah, it's time to go rock and roll with these kids.
I don't know. I want to end with just kind of what we touched on. Like, we make the best of every situation, whether it sucks, whether it's good. Like, well, you know, like, this is the worst part. It's going to be fine. Like, we're going to
That's
make
right.
it, you know. And that just came with age, too, you know. Like, it's not always been that simple for us to just, like, let things roll off our back, you know. Sometimes I tell JD it's kind of like the nurse in me. You know, you see a duck swimming top of the water so gracefully, but underneath the water you see him paddle, 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 paddle. You don't see all that like panic underneath, you know, like all the quick movements. But I feel like as we've gotten older, we've really chilled out, like quit just fretting on the little things. Like it was scary when he transitioned, the career change, but I'm like, money's just money. Like we're gonna make it work. We put our faith in God, which I think our faith has been really like God has done wonders in our life. Like
Amen
for
to that.
sure, I give a lot of glory to Him because life.
Daddy, you can hit some jumps after you're done with the meeting.
Dude, I'm freaking getting on. I'm about to get on FaceTime with Ruger just to cut it out. He's such a character, man. His TikToks have been cracking me
Oh
up.
my gosh, JD wants to get a TikTok because y'all are so funny, Ruger.
I'm like, dude, I want to be doing TikTok.
But JD hasn't got one because he knows he's gonna spend way too much time doing them.
Yeah, I think I spend more time TikToking than I would ever be doing actually working.
Y'all like,
But-
even the dog is demanding attention.
Dude, for real, she's like,
Everybody-
hey, I want to
we
play
gotta
with y'all. But yeah, dude. So I hope everybody who was on, hopefully they had a margarita
Hey, maybe
like we
another
did.
couple. If y'all want to do this, we'll get on with
Dude,
y'all.
yes, y'all do this,
We
and
can all learn from each other.
yeah, I'd love to hear. There's so many people that I would love to hear their story and their struggles and their successes and how they overcome like all their problems and just grow. But I guess you can just give me a big old smooch right here in this mustache.
That mustache.
Do it. Everybody's watching. You gotta do it, or you don't love me. Do it, or you don't love me. Oh, she almost got the tongue on that thing. Ah! All right, guys. Oh, that was a good old smoochy woochy. All right, guys. I love you guys. We love you guys. Thanks for jumping on with us today. I don't know. We might start doing this again. If you think it's a good idea, let us know that maybe you got some value out of this. It was totally unscripted. We don't know.
I know. Maybe we should plan something.
Yeah, maybe next time we'll
just
actually have some
literally
topics.
I literally took a nap with the kids. JD went to work for a little bit. I went and got to-go food and Margs, and we just jumped on.
We just did it, and we were like, whatever, dude. Whatever.
I don't know if we provide any value to anybody.
Yeah, I don't know. But if you learned anything, great. If anything was inspiring, great. But the key thing is man, just whatever you've got going on in your lives and your situations that everybody's seeing, man,
keep on keeping on.
Keep on keeping on. Loving. Yes, sir.
Love you.
I love you, buddy.
You can hit some jumps after you're done with your meeting.
All right, buddy.
Hit some jumps after.
Yeah, we're gonna go hit some jumps and.
When I do my wheelie, I'm like, Jay, did you see that? My wheel came off. He's like, I don't think you did that very good, Mommy.
Mommy,
That's facts, dude.
Mommy, I'm
But,
gonna teach you.
You
All
can't
right,
teach
guys.
me.
Well, we are gonna go do some bike riding with the kiddos. They're going stir crazy. It sounds like the chicken, I think, took a dump all over the
They
house.
had the chickens in the living room. Did you let them do that?
No, I did not.
They
let
literally
them...
had the baby chicks in the living room, guys. Like on the floor, just
Jesus.
walking around.
Oh man, we need better. We need a babysitter next time we do this. So if
Your mom
anybody...
offer about that would be fine.
Yeah, it is fine. Everything's fine. It's gonna be fine.
You need to come right now.
Let's go. All right, guys. We gotta
Quarantine
jump
problems.
off. We're gonna go do some ramps.
Cheers!
Cheers to everybody. Marriage and margaritas. I hope
Let's go.
everybody had a good time. I think we had a good time just letting it all air out.
I like
There's-
hearing your responses kind of like unnarrated, just like, what do you got to say about this?
Man, I don't know. It's kind of like, I don't even know. I don't even know if I said the right things the right way or
You
not.
sounded perfect, honey.
Oh, it was perfect. Oh, you're so sweet, honey. All right, guys. Well, y'all just keep loving each
Feather,
other.
feather, I miss you.
Y'all keep loving each other. Keep loving your families. Keep loving everybody around you. Continue to spread the love.
Gratitude.
Life is too short to not go do this with our kids right now.
We gotta go.
So much love to everybody. I hope you guys have a good rest of your week. This weekend's gonna be fun. We're gonna party down.
Are we?
I don't know. Probably not.
Fine.
This was our happy hour party for the week. So, much love! If you had any value...
We missed everyone.
Yeah, dude. I'm starting to kind of miss some folks.
I know.
We got a calendar over here with people to see when this SHIT is over. So most of you guys are on that calendar.
Moms.
Moms.
On the list.
Lots of friends. But all right, for real, we're gonna go this time.
Bye,
Love you guys. Everybody have a good rest of your night. And if you have any questions or you want to talk,
Daddy, let's
hit us up. We are here. We love you guys. Continue to grow and come on with it, baby. Ow!